Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind let's play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Miles Edgeworth, the Prosecutor's Path. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and here in the Grand Turnabout, finally, Lang has come back to us. Woohoo! I know some of you guys don't like Lang, but I like Lang, or at least I was starting to like him until he did his whole, it's gotta be a mother-child crime thing. But yeah, we're over that now. We're over that. So, let's go ahead and let's do this. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Shifu! 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 I'm sorry, I probably should have been Shifu! 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 Now then, with that decided, I guess it's my turn to shine. Oh, we gonna use Little Detective? Okay. We're investigating a case of the past, right? And guess what the best tool for the past is? The Little Mr. Thief. Right. Little Mr. Thief, not Little Detective. You know, I like calling it Little Detective though, because, you know, it makes her look like a detective and not a criminal, which she is. You know, she's very much a detective. Right, if we have the case files for the past case, I can recreate it. Unfortunately, I don't have the case files. Where'd they go? Huh? What do you mean? I thought everyone has the case files. I mean, I have case files from like 18 years ago. Yeah. Literally, I have case files from 18 years ago. What do you mean? Access to those case files is restricted. It's being treated as highly classified information. Okay, I can understand that too. That's a pain. Why is that? I don't know, but it seems like there were a lot of things that they want to keep hidden. Even what I know is limited to what was published in the newspapers back then. That will not be a problem. In any case, please tell us what you know. Sure. The SS-5 incident. I'm really interested in this, so we're finally gonna figure out what happened 12 years ago, hopefully. The incident occurred on a winter day 12 years ago. It was the 10th of February. The police department in this country received a call from a group of kidnappers. We've kidnapped President Huang, they said. Kidnapped? The SS-5 incident was a case of President Huang's kidnapping. Okay, I can see why it would be highly restricted now. They demanded a ransom of $100 million. 100 million? Wait, just how much is that? That is more than my brain could possibly comprehend. If you take off both of those zeros, my brain still can't comprehend that much money. Like seriously, if someone came up to you and said, hey, FlightlessBird, here's $1 million, I wouldn't know what to do with it. And I'm not saying I would go out and just buy a ton of stuff. I literally wouldn't know what to do with it. I would pay off my debts, and pay off my house. So that's about, what, $100,000? And then I really wouldn't know what to spend it on. I'm not someone who just goes and buys an expensive sports car because I have money. Even if I had money, I don't see myself doing that. My brain explodes. It's such a large amount. She's having trouble visualizing it. Exactly. I can't. That night, my old man was the last person to meet with the president. They were together at the SS-5 embassy until midnight on February the 10th. After that, no one knows what the president was doing up until he was kidnapped. With the president's life at stake, the SS-5 government frantically gathered the money. After that, the ransom was delivered and the president was returned safe and sound. Really? Huh. I'm surprised it was just that open and shut. So, President Wong has been the president since 12 years ago. That's really amazing. Well, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing the man is. Lang seemed a bit happy when he said that. And what happened to the kidnappers? Well, a top secret covert investigation was carried out, and then a secret trial was held. A trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught? The suspect was Patricia Voland. But she got off. Then the reason you came to the prison a few days ago. Yeah, I was put on an extended leave from Interpol. So I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. First, I had to get a look at the face of my target. So the trial 12 years ago ended with a not guilty verdict. Yeah. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his post as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until he finally found the culprit. And it was none other than Patricia Voland. There was no way she became innocent. However, the result was a not guilty verdict. In the end, the case was absolved. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned from the police. What was the basis for arresting Patricia Voland? There was a lot of evidence. At least that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. So that's where my story ends. What should we do with only this much information? Even the little thief would have a hard time reproducing a recreation. Is there really nothing that we can do? Looks like you could use some help. Okay, who is this? I mean, look at all the people on the screen. And now we're adding another person. Oh, this is Raymond. Who's that? Aha! Oh, it's Francisca too. Francisca. And Mr. Shields too. We finished up with the trial and finally managed to get up to the guys. Here, take this. This is... it's the case files for the SS-5 incident, sir. SS-5 incident files, shot down an organizer. Ben Voland mentioned 12 years ago. During the trial, it caught my interest. I looked into it immediately and got in touch with Interpol. I expected no less from you, Francisca. Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth. I didn't prepare these documents for you, the former prosecutor. I did it for the sake of the investigator taking up the case his father left behind. Sis. But adult information on the SS-5 incident was restricted to the public. That restriction was placed by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Blaze the Best. Oh ho ho. Blaze the Best was the prosecutor in charge. Him. However, as a result of the trial just now, Blaze's authority has been revoked. It's all thanks to his son, Sebastian. By bringing down his father, the door to his past case has been opened. Prosecutor the Best is currently wrapping things up and put this on Voland's trial. He told me to relay this message to you. Leave Pops and his cohorts to me. You guys just take care of the next case on your end. Or the case on your end. Ha, he's become quite reliable right before our very eyes. Yeah, I like to see the growth. Truly. Alrighty then. This is perfect. Now that we have the files, just leave the recreation up to me. Well, yeah, before we do that, let's look at the files. The president of the Zhangfa, Dijon Wang, was kidnapped on February 10th, 12 years ago. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of $100 million. Dai Long Lang confirmed that on the evening of the incident, the president was at the Zhangfa embassy until midnight. Prosecutor blazed the best, suspect Patricia Rowland. So the only new information we got is the location. Indeed. Well then, let us begin. According to these documents, it appears that the incident took place right in front of the Tower Plaza. Then let's head to the plaza right away. Just a giant group leave. I mean, look how many people are involved in this case. It's ridiculously insane. How hard it is to keep up with all these voices. I don't even know if I'm doing a good job anymore, but I'm trying. April 6th, 3:25 p.m. outside the Grand Tower Plaza. Kay, would you please activate the little Mr. Thief? Right, with these case files, recreating everything should be a snap. Where should I start? Where indeed? According to these documents, it seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president. A freelance journalist by the name of Jack Cameron. However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and was murdered by the culprit. So, that would mean the place you saw the president was here. Here? At the Grand Tower? No. The Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, Kay. Before that, this place contained mostly old abandoned buildings. However, 12 years ago, this place was. Ha! Now you're finally talking about some stuff that I know. Yeah. 12 years ago, at this very spot was. The Happy Family Home. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. But okay. Ah, what's that, pal? It was a place where children who lost their parents could live. Or to put it simply, it was an orphanage. So, the president was kidnapped at that orphanage. And the head of that facility at the time was Patricia Rowland. Oh, okay, I see connections. Apparently, Rowland always referred to it as her home. It seems that suspicion would naturally fall upon her. Patricia Rowland, blazed the best, and President Huang. The darkness that remains from the SS-5 incident still casts a shadow on the present case. Kay, I'd like you to input the investigation data from Jack Cameron's murder case. We could probably assume that he was killed by one of the kidnappers. So, if we solve the murder case, we'll know who the kidnappers were, right? Precisely. I'm counting on you. And away we go. Wow. Yeah. Oh, what the heck is this? Everything's green. I've come to expect such reactions. This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago. Based on the documents from the police investigation, I recreated the scene to show what it looked like when the police arrived here at 7 a.m. the next day. It appears a fair amount of snow had piled up here. Yeah, I heard that the footprints in the snow were prime pieces of evidence. The snow fell during the day on the day of the incident. So the snow only fell before the crime took place. Which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow. I must make sure to pay close attention to these footprints. Over in its front yard. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. Yeah, what's up? Notice anything? So there was an orphanage here 12 years ago? And what's more, the head of the orphanage was Miss Roland? Talk about a surprise. So that means this was where the SS-5 incident occurred 12 years ago. The one where the President Zangfa was kidnapped, right? Yes, and only the witness, Jack Cameron, was then subsequently murdered. However, when he considered that this case was classified as top secret, it starts to smell fishy, like there's something hidden behind this case. Even so, the people involved in this incident, aren't they all people that we already know? Patricia Rowland, Blaze the Best, and the president of Zangfa. The cases that we've been involved in recently in the SS-5 incident, it's hard to think they're not related. Let's steal the truth hidden behind this case. I'll keep updating the info if we find out anything new, so let's focus on the areas that have changed in the recreation. Little Thief. To think that your little Mr. Thief would help us out once again. It's just Little Thief, and no matter how useful Little Thief is, if there's an error with the info, the recreation could come out a bit strange. If you find anything strange, please present some evidence, so I can examine things like I normally do, even if it's just a recreation. Yep, please go all out and investigate every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I don't have enough data on it now to do it now, but once you gather enough info, I can recreate the scene at a different moment in time. All right, I'll ask for your help when the time comes. Thank you, Kay. All right, left is always right. Oh God, left is not always right. Right is always right. Yes, right is always right. Scruffy, don't you dare say a word. I'm finding you. Eek, Mr. Edgeworth, but please help me, sir. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? It's about the story behind the SS-5 incident, sir. Even though Blaze may have lost his authority, there's no way you could get confidential documents this quickly. That got me curious, so I made a few calls and I asked around. And I found out that Miss Von Karma used all sorts of forceful tactics to, Scruffy, I thought that fired you! You've done a lot for us, Francisco. I promise I will bring this to an end with my own hands. Alright, fine. What a scoop! Would you look at that? Those folks have done darn green. Maybe they're sick or something, but their clothes are green too. Well, I'll be. The clothes are all green too. I reckon this ain't no ordinary disease. Y'all picked up on something good. Looks like you're taking it to the next level. Yes, Chief. It looks like there's no way we'll be getting a warden. Not that I have any desire to intervene. I agree. 3 sets of footprints. Why do I mention that? Because I accidentally hit logic earlier. And I had 3 footprints. I know these are hoof prints. But still, I see 3 sets of footprints. Who's the dead guy over there? And some of this is glitching. It's a swing decorated with the face of an elephant. It looks like there's some kind of motor attached to the other side of the elephant. There's one thought that has crossed my mind of every top class swinger. If only I could do a full 360. With that powerful motor rotating the swing, that dream can finally be achieved. Rotating with a motor? But wouldn't that be dangerous? Mr. Edgeworth, can't fulfill your dreams unless you're willing to take some risk. Is this a real problem here? You know who Kay probably watched a lot as a kid? She probably watched a lot of Darkwing Duck. Any Darkwing Duck fans out there? I love Darkwing Duck. You know I'm a FlightlessBird, I like the birds, but Darkwing Duck, that was the bomb. As well as DuckTales, the original DuckTales. I haven't seen the new one, but the original DuckTales was fantastic. I even own the movie on VHS, the movie with the genie. Such great stuff. Please, ask me anything you wish. John Marsh? You have my heartfelt thanks for bringing John back. Oh, even the thought of him not coming back makes me... hey, old man, don't bully my mom. No, that wasn't my intention. Whoa, look at him go. Mommy's little knight is in shining armor. He's so cool. Hey, it's not like that. Quit blabbering stupid stuff about me. John, please wait. May I proceed, Mr. Edgeworth? My actions were unbecoming of one who calls himself a servant of the goddess of law. I won't ask for forgiveness. However, Judge Courtney, I'm not as well acquainted with the goddess of law as you are. However, isn't that goddess also mother of other gods? The law makes exceptions for extenuating circumstances. It understands a mother's heart. I'd say perhaps your goddess sympathizes with you more than you think. Mr. Edgeworth. I don't get it. What the heck are you two blabbing about? It's okay, John. I don't have a clue either. Patricia Chow. It seems the dust has settled on day one of Patricia Rowland's trial. Yes, while a decision has yet to be reached, I would say a guilty verdict is quite likely. I'm sure a thorough investigation into her connection with Blaze will be conducted as well. After seeing Sebastian today, I know we can put our faith in him. Just like Kay, Sebastian is also in the midst of training for the future ahead. I see. When you say it like that, I guess we have more in common than we thought. I said few mean things to him, so next time we meet, I'd like to apologize to him. I'm sure you will get your opportunity, but for now... Yes, at present, solving this case is our top priority. Wrong one. What is this? Do you wish for me to crush it with my gavel? No, don't do that. Absolutely not. It was merely a joke. The goddess of law does not permit this gavel to be used so trivially. You look quite serious about it, though. Blaze the Best and Patricia Rowland are both connected to this case. That much we know for sure. Indeed, however, it seems there's more to it than that. Jill Crane and President Huang, the key to understanding the link between their deaths, lies here as well. The connection between them is tenuous at best. For that reason, we must tread carefully to follow it to its conclusion. In that case, we should take our time and carefully examine every nook and cranny. I even just replaced Lothi's batteries with new ones. It runs on batteries. That's, yeah, what else does it run on? I suppose you'd like me to tell you what exactly took place 2 nights ago and my reason for meeting with the president. Yeah, that would be helpful. Indeed. I'm sure you yourself understand the importance of this matter. Yes. However, I cannot tell you yet. Not now, at least. She's determined to keep her heart closed. And without the ability to break the locks on our heart. I have no choice but to give up for now. Break the locks on our heart. Was that a, like, Easter egg reference to the first trilogy, you know, where you got the necklace, the Magatama? Mr. Edgeworth, may I just say one thing? This case was thrown into chaos because John tried to cover for me. I would like to take this time to offer my deepest apologies. Do not worry yourself. My logic won't be swayed by a child's lies. Besides, I'm not so tactless as to condemn a child for trying to protect his mother. Unlike some other people I know, apparently. But besides, you were saying? No, pay it no mind. Mother and child, huh? See, I think he's suspicious as well. So it shouldn't be too hard to go through these. Ah! Would help if I actually like changed. The incident at the Grand Tower, it is utterly inexcusable. How dare someone commit such an impure act in the presence of the goddess of law? It really is unforgivable. I'd like to give him a good whack with the gavel. Miss Faraday, even if the person is a criminal, that does not give us the right to mete out punishment outside of the law. Not even just like that? Certainly not. Aw, you know, fun. Okay, that is what prosecutors and judges are for. Don't worry, we will be sure to bring them to justice. Alright then, let's follow this investigation down to the end. That's one of my rules. I thought you had promises, not rules. Okay. So unfortunately we have a much longer dialogue to wait through on some of the evidence. 18 years ago, Blaze the Best was the chief prosecutor. His tacit approval allowed forged evidence to become the truth. And as a result, many people have suffered over these past 18 years. That one who was tasked with upholding the law would violate to serve his own needs. I joined the PIC in order to correct this vulgar distortion of the law. However, just recently, even I have wavered from that path. Your son was taken hostage. It would be more concerning if your heart had not wavered. I am glad that you and Sebastian were able to discover the truth. Truly, you have my thanks. Okay, is that Grand Tower? We have a lot of evidence. And look at all the evidence that's proccing new dialogue. Seeing John's performance on the silver screen, I always look forward to it. Judge Courtney, about that. In fact, until I personally go and see John's movies in the theaters, I try to avoid learning any information about them. Kind of like me and YouTube. If there's a game that I want to play, or a game I'm interested in, I'll try to do everything I can to avoid as much about it as humanly possible. So for example, there's a game called Raincoat coming out, made by the makers of Danganronpa, and I would like to play it on the channel. And I know about the game because I saw the first trailer, but everything beyond that, I'm purposely trying to avoid as much as possible. So that way I don't know anything about it, I don't know who the characters are, and I go in as blind as I can be, because I always find that's the purest experience you can have. Please, let us not talk about it. It's also why I was hesitant to play Diablo 4's beta. Like, I downloaded Diablo 4 beta and watched the first cinematic, and then I stopped. Because I'm like, I don't want to see this right now. I want to wait for the actual game to come out. No, Judge Courtney, that wasn't what I... Although I've already come to learn a little bit about the plot in the course of this case. If you intend to divulge any more details, be prepared to face the wrath of the goddess of law. It seems the goddess of law does not take spoilers lightly. And I have been in talks with Stormy and Banana Tom. I follow them on Twitch, and I love to hang out with the guys. And Eris. There's a couple of really good people over there. And there's also some really great people in our community who I've talked to. So, what I would like to do is I would like to stream Diablo 4 on the channel with some of these amazing people. And that could be a lot of fun. And I know there's gonna be like 50,000 people streaming it, so it's not like, you know, that will help me grow my channel any. It doesn't matter. I mean, I do YouTube because I'm passionate about it. I love it. I love to hang out with you all. I love to talk to you guys about games. And yeah, so that's what I want to do. Also talked to Ashenophymus about possibly doing Remnant 2 as a co-op experience as well. If the co-op is there like it was in the original. They have a pet class. And I'm really excited about that. Because I love summoner classes. A lot of overruled. No, you can't overrule me. I love pet classes. You can't tell me anything else. Alright, almost down to loss of evidence. But there was a lot of new dialogue here. The young lady there seems to have made a full recovery. Yep, when he returned my father's notebook, I was able to return to my old self. Thank you so very much. Think nothing of it. I did not do anything. The return of your notebook and the return of your memories. They were all simply the works of the goddess of law. I don't think either of these things had any relevance to the law. Alright, finally done with Miss Courtney here. I don't think I could talk to John. I can't talk to John. What do you want? John, I'd like you to tell me the exact detail of your kidnapping. You were kidnapped at the garbage pickup area, right? Why'd you go there? Because I thought I was talking to John earlier when Courtney came up. So I thought him and Courtney were linked like the other two pairs are. You don't have to act as a go-between. I can't just talk to the old man directly. So he says, looks like he's finally starting to warm up to you. I went to the garbage pickup to throw away at the flowers I found on the body. It was nearby, and I thought it'd be harder to find there than if I just tossed them in a trash can. I went there last night too, but the gate was locked. And that's why you went there again today to dispose of them. Yeah, but when I got there, someone suddenly grabbed me from behind. And used Sleepy ZZD on you, right? Catchy Z's is now super easy with Sleepy ZZD. Even though she was also a victim to it, she seems to have taken a liking to this slogan. Whoever grabbed me was really strong, but that's all I know. I have no idea where it was. I see. So that's what happened. After the drugs wore off, did you notice anything about your surroundings? Did he say super strong? Who do we know is super strong here? He's blind. He is very strong, but he's blind. Who the heck is this? Jack Cameron. Dead male, a freelance journalist, a victim of an incident 12 years ago. That must be the guy on the floor. So it could be Shelly, but probably not. It's probably Saran, because he definitely would be strong enough to do it. And he's also sort of like a ninja. But when I hear super strong, he's really strong, but that's not who I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about him. Again, I firmly believe he's still alive. I don't know when that illusion's gonna be shattered, because it probably needs to be shattered at some point. But I just got the feeling that what was killed was a body double. And the really Dijon is still here. He could be the mastermind behind everything. I don't know why he would be though, but he was kidnapped and then released. What if it was a fake kidnapping? So what if it was a fake kidnapping to get himself money and to get himself attention in the country? But then why would Shelly kill him or want to kill him? Why would Saran target him? If I assume it is Saran. I don't know. And it was kind of cold when I woke up. I was in a dark and empty room. Boxes with foreign writing on them were lying around, so I figured I was in a warehouse. The whole place was like a giant refrigerator. It was a commercial warehouse. That's right. John was rescued thanks to collective efforts of Kay and Detective Gumshoe. Since it was still a bit cold, the cooling unit's power must not have been cut for too long. For some reason, they didn't think to take my phone, so I used to call for help. I see. In any case, it's good that you're safe and sound, John. Huh, I don't need your fake sympathy, old man. What an incorrigible child. That's a cool word, incorrigible. It's just like a certain someone I know. Alright, present. What's that supposed to be? Give me that, is it gonna lend you a role in the film? I wasn't showing it to you so that I could be in the movie. So then, what do you have to do to appear in the movie? Okay. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? What? Okay. I'm surprised you didn't recognize the bottle. That's right, I was trying to protect my mom. But what's so wrong about that? Your desire to protect your mother is rather admirable. However, the same can be said for your perjury. Huh, call it what you want. There's no way I could stand by and do nothing while my mom was being suspected. John, you... Mr. Edgeworth was only praising your bravery. He's also saying it would have been better if you were a bit more honest about it. That's about sums it up, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, more or less. And aren't you glad that he praised you, John? Huh, well, I guess. More or less. Nothing here? Yeah. It does take a little bit to go through all the evidence, but it is something that I'm always passionate about doing. Try to be as complete as possible. And if we don't find anything, we don't find anything. Although I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find something once I get to Mozilla. At least like one more additional line of dialogue. Nothing on the footprints. That's interesting. Here we go. Mozilla only exists in the movies. For it to become an actual incident, the thought never even crossed my mind. John, I'd like you to cooperate with the investigation. Huh, well in that case, maybe you should make me care enough to cooperate, old man. He's not very approachable. John, if you cooperate with us, I'll give you some delicious candy. You think that'll work on me? Don't treat me like a kid. Aw, even my Candy Crush attack didn't work. What a bummer. Candy Crush attack? Did she mention that before? I feel like she did. I feel like we've done all this before. But even if I'd done all this before, is it worth the extra minute just to make sure? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. It's definitely worth the extra minute just to make sure. Nothing about the Yatagatsu's badge. Wouldn't imagine, but... yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be all about Mozilla from here on out. Like, it's gonna be that line. Nope, that was new. Alright, one more to go. And we're off. This pillar appears to be burnt. According to the files, it seems there was a fire on the evening of the incident. Fire? Let's see here. Huh? It says that one of the children at the orphanage spilled kerosene and set it on fire as a prank. I guess that kid had far too much energy. And thanks to that, we can't make out any of the footprints near the main hall. Fire, probably incident, a child's prank caused a fire in the facility grounds. A flower bed. According to the data, this facility had 3 gardens. And each of these gardens contained 3 flower beds. So, okay. I wonder, is that... could that be related to... Could that be related to, the fact that there were 3 footprints? The way these flower beds are lined up. Have I seen this arrangement somewhere before? Since it was during the winter, there were no flowers in bloom. What a shame. What's this yellow flower? Huh? Why is there a single flower here? That is a lion lily. It's a very rare type of lily. Did you say lion lily? That's the flower Miss Courtney gave to the president. What's it doing here? Could it be just a coincidence? Never. If I recall, the lion lily originates from Asia. In the language of flowers, it means the bond between parent and child. I never knew you were so familiar with flowers. So could it be? Could it be that Courtney is Wong's daughter? And then the kid, John, is the grandchild of Wong? That much is common sense. You're simply lacking in your studies, Miles Edgeworth. Did this door? I remember seeing it from somewhere. Of course you would. It looks exactly like the Grand Tower door we saw earlier. But this is a recreation from 12 years ago. That means this door has been here since then. It seems when the Grand Tower was built, they decided to use the door rather than destroy it. It's like the old saying goes, discover something new by heating up something old. Oh, it seems she's understood the correct meaning of a saying for once. Hey! But if you're using a microwave to do it, don't heat it over 5 minutes. Never mind. This bear-shaped igloo is both cute and scary at the same time. I hereby declare this a bear glue. It looks as though this igloo could fit 3 people inside. Yeah, I bet you could live up to 3 years in this bear glue. 3 years? What about the summertime? The igloo would melt. Mr. Edgeworth, say it again. Say it one more time. The igloo would melt. The steam puts a chill in your bones. Uncle Ray needs a hot bathe to keep him warm. Could you, please try to be a little more serious? Oh, well, that's what Kate wants. I guess I have no choice. Miles, this is where it all began. Isn't that right? Yes, I fear that is the case. What was Petition Blaze True Goal? There are so many mysteries yet to be solved. Indeed, just as you say. But, particularly the mystery of, hey, what will happen to Kay Ray's love? Is it suspenseful? No, don't you dare touch her. Not even a little. You just couldn't resist, could you, Mr. Shields? Why can't you ever be serious for more than a minute? I think he's genuinely incapable of staying serious for that long. These playground toys are modeled after a hare and a tortoise, like from the fable. The tortoise and the hare competed in a race, and in the end, the hare lost. I heard something really interesting the other day, and it's kind of those mathematical paradoxes. So, here's the paradox. If the tortoise starts 5 miles ahead of the hare, and every minute the hare cuts that lead in half, then mathematically speaking, the hare will never overcome the tortoise. And that made my brain explode. And now for something completely different. Yeah, exactly, for something completely different. It's time for a cake quiz. Why did the hare lose? There are 3 choices? I already know the answer. It's because the hare took a nap. 1. The hare's favorite shoes were stolen by the Yatagots. 2. The tortoise trained with the Yatagots until it became faster than the hare. Or 3. Unbeknownst to the 2 animals, the Yatagots stole the victory from the shadows. It's definitely 3. Those are my only choices. Is it too hard for you? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with that. She wants me to pick number 3. Shifu, you know it's not my place, but I have a request. Please, do a roll call, just like old times. Just like old times, huh? Heh, what a lark. Yes, I have no choice. Roll call. 1. I'm sorry. A roll call for 1 person is really lacking. Well, that's nonsense. It's got nothing to do with numbers. Even though you're the only one here, the pack is always won, right? If you think it's lacking, then how loud enough to make up for the rest of the pack? Roll call. 1. 1. And that man, is he on the verge of tears? Love this music. Music's great. These flower beds, it's snow. Agent Lang, what's the matter? Something strange. I wasn't able to read the SS-5 incident for its files until now. Since Blaze had all access to that information restricted. Yeah, that's right. And yet, I feel like I've seen this exact scene somewhere before. What do you mean? Where did I see this? If I could just remember. He looks deep in thought. I should leave him alone for a while. Father in the present. After the SS-5 incident, the president completely changed. Well, he must have felt like he just had been betrayed. I guess it's only natural. He cut off all ties with the Lang clan, putting an end to a deep bond of trust. My old man wanted to be at least apologize in some way. So he tried to go see the president more times than I can count. Of course, the president refused to meet with him. He wouldn't even give him the time of day. I don't know if it was from the bodyguards, but there were times he'd come back all beaten up. But me standing around talking about the past doesn't do jack, does it? I shall be the judge of that. For now, just keep telling us what you know. You're still as sexless as ever. Well, I figured you'd say as much. The fall of my old man was also the fall of the Lang clan. The family that failed to protect the president. That's what we became. My old man started to investigate the case like it was possessed. Could someone so driven by obsession truly conduct a proper investigation? Sheesh, you really don't pull your punches, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't think I blindly trusted in the investigation just because he's my old man. His investigation was meticulous down to the last detail. Apparently, he even conducted a thorough interview with every kid at the orphanage. He interviewed every child. I wonder how fruitful his results were. Okay, let's go back to the evidence. We got new evidence now. What kind of pub dumps out kerosene and lights it on fire as a prank? Well, thanks to that, some valuable evidence to this case has gone up in smoke. Quite literally. Agent Lang, your father relentlessly investigated the SS-5 incident. During his investigation, did he find any information on the child who started the fire? So, you noticed it too, huh? Truth is, I thought about the same thing myself, but... Your father never revealed his own thoughts to anyone. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. The truth is like a needle hidden in a haystack. It seems his feelings on the matter are more complicated than he lets on. Mr. Lang, haven't you forgotten something important? A wolf's nose should always be able to sift out the truth from a haystack. You're right. I think the little crow girl would be the one to tell me that. She is my assistant for good reason. Exactly. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant for good reason, you know? Exactly. It's nice to know that she didn't turn that around and say we're her assistant. The SS-5 incident that occurred 12 years ago. I guess I should tell you everything. My old man failed to protect the country's #1 VIP. Because of that, he put everything on the line in his time for the culprit after the incident. During that time, my old man, he was like a lifeless ghost. If he had just caught his prey, he might have been able to forgive himself. But that's true, Roland. She managed to get away scot-free. My old man couldn't repay his debt to the president, nor could he unravel the case. And so began the nightmare that our wolf pack still hasn't woken up from this day. Are you satisfied? When his clan's honor was damaged, young Lang's heart was wounded just as badly. Agent Lang, I can sympathize with your father's regrets. However, all we can do is perform a thorough investigation of this case. I hope your words will serve as some kind of clue. That's all you had to say. Sheesh. All that talking was a real waste of time. You keep shoving irrelevant nonsense under my nose, and I'll chew it to pieces. I think I should put this away for now. Okay, the good news is his I don't care about this evidence is really, really fast. So we'll be able to blaze through this pretty quickly. Unless we find something that procs new lines of dialogue. Yeah, look how fast this is. We even get a big bang, too. Mozilla, what are you asking me about that for? I won't say the culprit is a monster, but it seems a little too early to say that it's unrelated. If you know anything, then by all means, please tell me. The president always had a Mozilla doll with him. I have caught a glimpse of it on occasion. That's how I knew. A Mozilla doll, huh? Indeed, there was one inside the president's plane. So even a foreign president was a fan? Mozilla sure has international appeal. You know how different countries have different sounds for animal noises? So I wonder what kind of sounds a foreign Mozilla would make. I don't even know what kind of sound a domestic Mozilla would make. I think all the Mozilla evidence is gonna be the same. No! Dang it! You don't have to show me that! Whoever killed the president! You can be dang well sure I'm gonna crush them! Agent Lang. Whenever President Wong is brought up, he seems to lose his composure. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Lang. Isn't there anything we can do for him? Yes, and it is for that reason we must listen carefully to what he has to say. Nothing about the tower. Probably gonna the same. I feel like I lost my place. I'm not sure. That's what the little crow girl's always wearing on her clothes, isn't it? It represents the most powerful animal in nature. My Yatagratsu badge. Isn't that awesome? Most powerful animal in nature? Not so fast. I can't let that one slide. Langzy says, the wolf is mightier than the crow. Just one slash from a wolf's claw, and your little crow would be nevermore. Oh, I like that little alliteration there. Although it's a raven, not a crow, but... Take that back, Wolfie. Dave Girl says, the crow soars above all others. It'll swoop in and peck the wolf to pieces and fly back up to avoid the wolf's claws. Don't underestimate a wolf's jumping ability. It'll bite the crow before it can fly away. A crow can flap its wings so hard it'll blow the big brown wolf away. Gah! Caw-caw! Caw-caw! They're squabbling like children, and I love it. Alright, I think we're good. Continuing on. The footprints here seem to lead to and from the body. These footprints were believed to be the culprits. The shoe size is about a size 7. That's fairly average. It seems we won't be able to tell who the culprit is from these footprints. These footprints stop near the body. They must be Mr. Cameron's footprints. He sure has some big feet. They look like a size 11. According to the data, his shoes match these footprints. Okay, so is this one set of footprints going in, one set leaving? And then this is one set, which is his. So, this is the eyewitness of the president's kidnapping, Jack Cameron. What exactly did he witness? I've recreated the state of the body based on the photos taken by the police. It appears he was struck in the head from behind. The murder weapon was a brick, right? It looks like the ones from this garden. The blood that flowed from his head has splattered all over the surroundings. Was there another case where someone was hit in the head? Here, take this. It's Mr. Cameron's autopsy report. Cause of death, bludgeoned to death, time of death, February 10th, around 1 a.m. Touch the check button for details. Well, I know the last scene. You know, the guy was bludgeoned to death and then stabbed. Yeah. Well, it wasn't bludgeoned to death, but, you know, hit over the head with the gavel. And then stabbed with the candelabra. But I'm saying before that, wasn't there another case where someone was killed by being hit by the blow to head? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I assume this is the victim's cell phone. That's right. Apparently Mr. Cameron gave his eyewitness testimony over the cell phone. What do you mean by over the cell phone? After Cameron found the president, it seems that he called his girlfriend. Okay, that may have been Lang before, I just thought it was Kay. But she didn't answer the phone, so Cameron left a message on her answering machine. The tape is in the case files too. You want to hear it? Please. Hello, Jill. Are you asleep already? Jill? I'm in front of the facility now, but something's not right. President Wong is here of all places. And what's more, darn it, the light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. Can't believe it, but it almost looks like he's being kidnapped. I thought I'd let you know. And there's a blow to the head. What was that sound at the end? Oh, come on, it's obvious. It's a brick. It seems he was attacked while he was still on the phone. Agent Lang, may I ask, what was the name of Mr. Cameron's beloved? It was Jill Crane? I'm pretty sure I heard her name was Jill Crane. So, it was true. Did you say Jill? This was why she was seeking revenge for 12 long years. Murdered her love. The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaze. But Miss Crane tried to get revenge on Blaze, right? She may have wanted to get revenge on him for covering up the kidnapping case. Or perhaps she thought Blaze himself was the kidnapper. Cameron's testimony jotted down by organizer. A yellow flower has fallen here. It's called a lion lily. Indeed. Francisco told us earlier. Apparently it comes from Asia. Yep, in the language of flowers, I think it means the bond between partners in crime. It's a bond between parent and child. Can't look at the fingerprint or the footprints. Not the fingerprints. This is the brick that was used as a murder weapon. Found near Cameron's body. Did it come from facility grounds. You can find bricks like this all over the garden. They must have used one of them as a weapon. Jack Cameron was a freelance journalist who was killed because he witnessed the president's kidnapping. The blood really stands out in the recreation. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Even in the original photo, it looks brutal enough. A lot of blood was spilled. The back of his head is covered in blood. I must be where the blood spilled from. According to the autopsy report, he was struck in the back of the head with a brick. Indeed. It's likely that the killer approached Mr. Cameron from behind. Is the victim holding something in his right hand? That's also written in the case files. It seems like he was holding on to a button. A button? Did he tear it off the culprit's clothes? Cameron's corpse held it tightly in right hand, stained with Cameron's blood. The victim was carrying a camera. Oh, according to the case files, it seems he only managed to take a single photo. Here it is. Oh. Will you look at that? That is pretty interesting. So this is... Isn't that the president? He's being held at gunpoint. And look at the little snowman. This must be the scene, the crime. This must be from the scene the victim witnessed. So the person in the coat must be the kidnapper. Indeed. Seems like some sort of disguise. If the logic of Agent Lang's father is correct, then this person should be Patricia Rowland. Doesn't really look like Patricia Rowland. But why is there only one photo? Perhaps he was killed before he could take any more. Only a single photo. Huh. Alright, my friends, so my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this is our blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigation 2. Miles Edgeworth, the Prosecutor Path. One thing for everything, you guys are the best. I love you all so very much. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastically awesome day. And until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.